The man went on vacation but refused to stay in the villa. Instead, he chose to stay in an abandoned cabin filled with vinegar. He not only nailed all the wooden boards around the cabin back into place, he also brought over a pile of flamethrowers. Because he knew for sure that a huge swarm of flesh-eating ants would attack that night, everyone at the resort would die. It turned out that the man had been reborn after dying in his previous life. In his previous life, all of his companions had been eaten by the flesh-eating ants. In the end, only the three of them were left alive. After discovering that the flesh-eating ants were afraid of fire, they surrounded themselves with flames. Only then did the flesh-eating ants temporarily stop approaching them. But the fuel they had left was almost completely gone. His girlfriend was so frightened that she quickly grabbed the man's hand. The man's friend said he had a good idea. The next second he punched the man and knocked him to the ground. Only then did the man realize that his girlfriend had already gotten together with his friend. The two of them pushed the man outside to attract the attention of the flesh-eating ants. When he opened his eyes again, he discovered that he had been reborn on the day they were choosing their rooms at the resort. Seeing the ants crawling on the ground, the man fearfully warned everyone that they were flesh-eating ants, but his companions all laughed at him for being a coward. To reassure everyone and make them feel safe staying at the resort, the owner poured a pot of boiling water over the ants. Little did he know that flesh-eating ants held grudges. By then a huge swarm of flesh-eating ants was already rushing toward them. Everyone then began choosing their own rooms. Just as a younger female student was about to enter her room, the man grabbed her and told her that the door was damaged. The owner thought the man was trying to ruin his business. The next second the sign above the door came crashing down. The younger woman immediately realized that the man had been trying to save her, so she went with the man to get some equipment. They prepared to deal with the flesh-eating ants that night. Soon the two of them returned carrying a huge bag of fuel. The others all laughed at them and thought they were out of their minds. But the man walked into the abandoned cabin. When he saw all the vinegar stored inside, the man finally breathed a sigh of relief, because in his previous life they had discovered that the flesh-eating ants were afraid of vinegar. That night his girlfriend was outside flirting with the man's friend. A huge ant quietly crawled onto the woman's leg. The woman suddenly screamed in pain. Her friend slapped the ant and killed it. Seeing this, the man said that the ant was a scout. Its body contained a large amount of pheromones, which would attract even more flesh-eating ants. After hearing this, his girlfriend immediately broke up with him. Hearing the commotion, the others all came outside to ask what had happened. The man warned them that the flesh-eating ants would arrive in 3 minutes, but the group continued having a party outside. 3 minutes later their feet were